Good morning, Lois.
Good morning, Diane.
Can you believe it's spring?
Well, I'm not sure outside.
It's not outside, but it is spring.
Yes, it is.
We are actually here in the chamber boardroom because who we're interviewing today is a little different than being in a brick and mortar. What this is this gentleman. We're here with Miguel Cardenas from Schooley Mitchell, and he actually has a home office, but what he does is he goes to businesses and he helps cost saving and different things. So I would like to introduce you to
I'd love to meet him.
Miguel Cardenas.
Yes.
Welcome, Miguel.
Thank you. How are you guys?
Oh, we're great. Thank you.
Awesome.
I'm so excited about sharing what you do because it's important that with the way things are now, that for businesses to come up and rise out of the ashes to basically help them with savings.
Yes.
It really is. So why did you decide to go into this business here in Grey Bruce?
Well, I worked in the packaging industry near Toronto for 25 years, and when the pandemic hit and everything else, like many other people, decided to migrate north and look for better alternatives and a better lifestyle. I've been visiting the area for about 15 years, so we fell in love. Me and my wife fell in love with the area and with the surroundings and everything else, and we bought a property about 5 years ago, and then decided to move in full-time about 3 years ago to the area. And then I had the opportunity to start my own business, working from home and helping the community and being more involved. So I'm totally enjoying it so far.
That's awesome. So this is a franchise, is that right?
Correct. Schooley Mitchell is a franchise system, and so before I guess I can tell you what we are and what we do, I'm going to tell you what we don't do because it adds a lot of clarity to the services that we provide. So what we are not is we are not vendors of any kind, service providers. We are not brokers. We are not agents, and we don't belong to any purchasing groups. So why is that important to you is because when on a day-to-day businesses, when you are dealing with supplies and services that you get for your business, you deal with, again, direct sales for business and manufacturers and everything else for your supplies, how you deal with brokers or agents. So we are not in that game because at the end of the day, they all have a responsibility to bring profits to a vendor. So all of those companies are related and interconnected so that they all work together. What we are is a completely independent cost reduction consulting firm, and we are the largest in North America. Our head office is located in Stratford, Ontario. It's a Canadian company, and we have about 120 staff members now in head office. Now, we are also part of a franchise system, so we are 200 franchises across North America within Canada and the US. And that is going to it plays a huge role on what we do with our clients and how do we help them. We are 100% independent financially or any otherwise with vendors or service providers. So if I'm going to bring you advice on how to save money on some of your services, it's going to be with your best interest in mind because, again, we are not related and we are agnostic to vendors.
So Miguel, what kind of cost is that to our business for you to come in and look at my services? Is that what you do first, or how does that work? How do you get paid and save?
So part of the attraction and the difference of our business is that we are 100% risk-free and there is no upfront to our clients.
Okay.
So what we do is an audit of your expenses. We do category by category on your different expenses, be it telecom, waste removal, what you pay for processing credit card payments and electronic processing payments, everything to do with that. Facility supplies, uniforms, linens, every business really that can benefit from things that cost and are getting for suppliers. So what we do is we take an analysis, we present you with exactly what you are spending your money on. And then we also present you with alternative options so that you can have a choice and everything else. So and again, the risk-free comes that if there is no savings, there's no fee for you, and you get a report. So that's how this system works.
So you make a percentage of the percentage saved
Correct.
from the company. Okay.
Exactly. It's a 100% results and contingency based business model. So pretty much for me, before I can invoice you $1, I have to bring you two to the table.
Schooley Mitchell is actually an infinity program of the chamber, and not just Owen Sound, but the surrounding areas.
Correct.
Whether it be Saugeen Shores or it's Grey Highlands, with an infinity program with the chamber, we are offering you better service and cost savings. Okay. That's what an infinity program is.
Yeah.
And Schooley Mitchell is part of that.
Everybody is looking at cost cutting. Everybody, regardless of your business, what do you do and everything else, everybody needs to cut costs and expenses right now. And there's two ways of doing it. There's the difficult way, which is cutting your services to your employees, cutting services that you use, and the worst case scenario that you have to let people go to generate some savings because you cannot afford. The other way is what we offer as a service. We look at where you could be saving money rather than doing all of that. And again, when we bring you alternatives, it's not we're looking for cheaper options for you to go and get to lower your services or anything else. We're simply going to try to optimize your services and make sure that you are paying fair prices and make sure that you are not paying for things that you are not using, which can happen all the time because everybody gets sold into bundles or packages or services that you don't use. So we look at all of that and try to get now. And this is, again, being agnostic with vendors, we can bring you different alternatives that you might not be aware of. We are not trying to change or to influence you. At the end of the day, we're going to present you with a report that pretty much gives you the result of our negotiations with your current vendors, with alternative vendors, but it's your choice to decide which direction you want to take your company. I'm just going to present you with the facts so that you can make an educated decision on where you want to take your company. My job is just to present you with the data.
Miguel, how much time investment does it take for the business owner to work, like to give you all the information that you need? What's the time frame?
It's minimal. I mean, the real investment time is a couple of hours, possibly. There's different ways to make it for accessible for the data. So we need a service agreement to start working with you, which is a very simple page and a half service agreement that we have. It's a very simple agreement. And then we're going to need access to data. We're going to need to be able to create an inventory and everything else. We're going to need access to data. So if you grant us online access to that data or paper copies of your data, then we can work on our benchmark and figure out exactly where you are right now. We are not looking to say change your services and everything else. You are protected on our service agreement for confidentiality of your data, as well as my data is going to be protected by that. So pretty much is service agreement, data, you're going to help me with data gathering the data that we need to do. And then we're going to set up a time when we're going to review our results and of the results of our negotiations with your vendors and alternatives.
This is such a fantastic service.
Yeah, so basically, our core business is very simple. I mean, we do two things for our clients. We help them save money. And the second thing we do is help them monitor those services moving forward through the duration of our service agreement.
What is the service agreement usually?
36 months 36 normally, months, okay. And it's a 36-month service agreement. So through the process of the 36 months, you're going to get monthly reports or quarterly reports, depending on the size of the expenses that we're looking at for you, where we see fluctuations, make sure there's no price creeps, make sure there's no fees that you shouldn't be paying, and again, we also look for billing errors, and that's very important too. We bring your money back. So in the case of the non-profitable organization that we just recently helped, there was on average 40% reduction of their operational expenses.
Wow.
I know.
Yes.
That's amazing.
If someone wants to reach you, how do they do that, Miguel?
Well, my phone number
Yes?
My phone number is 519-904-5577. And again, you can visit my email address, It's Miguel.Cardenas@schooleymutual.com.
And your website?
And the website is schooleymutual.com/mcardenas. So we'll post that information, hopefully, and
Perfect.
have it for you. So just give us a call. It's risk-free. There's no cost to you
Yeah,
involved
I
on
love
us looking
that.
at your business.
That's what I like. That
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This was great.
Yes, it was very informative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We need to get that word out there.
Well,
to the
thank you. So it
businesses.
was a pleasure being here. And again,
Yeah.
it's a great service that the Chamber of Commerce does for the community, not just for the business community, but for the community in general.
You're too
It's always
kind.
been a
And
great
DC
service.
Taylors.
Thank
It's
you.
amazing what she
Thank you
does.
both.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Diane. I really enjoyed this morning with Miguel.
Isn't he a sweetheart?
Yeah.
He knows his stuff.
He sure does.
I just hope that other people know what he can
Well,
do.
they will now.
Yes, for
Right?
sure. Yes, they will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we are here today at the Billy Bishop Museum with your good friend Emily.
Oh,
right?
she's a really good friend.
Hi, Diane. Hi,
Hi.
Lois.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, well, thank you for coming. It's so great to see you both.
I know. It's been a little while since we were here last.
Yes, and a few things have changed. We do like to update our little rooms as best we can and change out artifacts and things like that, so we keep it fresh.
Yeah, it definitely looks fresh and different
Well,
this time.
it seems like every time I come, the rooms look different, and I like that because even in our own homes, I'm constantly changing the furniture around.
Oh God, I'd be bumping into everything.
I
then.
know.
Well, we do
Can't change
have
anything.
so much so many artifacts in our basement and in our attic, so it's nice to get a few different things out so that the public can see as much as possible.
Right. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure your attic's filled with treasures.
Treasures, yes.
Yes.
Treasures is a good word for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
artifacts.
Artifacts, yes.
Artifacts.
Yes,
The
definitely.
museum word for treasures.
That's right. And one person's, you'd be surprised what people are interested in. Some people would look at a single photo album for hours and hours, while another person will only be interested in the furniture.
It's true.
And then we get the historians and the military buffs. So hopefully there's something for everyone.
But that's not the only thing you do here. I mean, it's lovely to come and look at the building and the home and the way it is, the mansion. But you do other activities here as well.
Yes, we have quite a few events coming up, and we've recently, which is pretty exciting, changed our hours. So on Thursday nights, we are open until 8 p.m., and we're also doing a little game night at that time as well.
So what time are you open normally?
Oh, yes. So we're open Tuesdays through Saturdays, normally noon until 4, but then Thursday night we've extended the hours until 8 p.m. And if you have an open card through the library, you can come in for free and play games and have a look around with your friends or whatever.
So is there anyone at the game night that they say, well, you should try this one, it's a lot of fun, or can we bring our own?
You can bring your own. We do have quite a few games on hand, and some of them are pretty interesting and new, thanks to Scenic City Game Emporium. They bring over games for us on Thursdays and like kind of showcase new ones. So if you like it, you could go and play it at Scenic City, or you can purchase it, whatever you like. Just try some new stuff out.
Do they register online to come to game night or just show
No,
up?
it's free walk-in. Yep. Just come and enjoy yourselves.
We have to get that out there. I
Yeah.
think that everyone should come at least 2 or 3 times just to see Billy Bishop and even just socialize.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, now that we can get out of the house, why don't you come to Billy's house?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does Billy serve wine? Just kidding. I'm asking
Just
for
kidding.
a friend.
Yes, right. Thanks. It's not that kind of game night.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's
Maybe
okay.
another time.
Yeah, yes. That's nice.
Yeah.
It really is. I love what you've done.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Should we head into the back room and I can show you our new touchscreen?
I would love to see that. I've heard so much about it.
Okay, so this is our back parlor, and it's actually a permanent exhibit all about Billy Bishop and his life. So we've sort of done it in a timeline fashion, and the great folks at Image Wraps here in town helped me out with that, and they are who I usually work with for our exhibits. They do really, really good work. And also in this room is our new touchscreen, so you can actually buy tickets in live time when you visit the museum. Let's say you want to come to our Fire and Ice Gala, which is upcoming.
Right.
You can just touch the screen to purchase your tickets. And you can also use it to explore our website and our collection, which is, I would say, we're trying to get it all online, but some of it's online. So you could explore that now. Probably like 35% of the collection is online right now.
Nice.
That is so cool.
Can I see the website? Can we just see
Yeah, this is our website. Right now we're on our events page, but if we went home, there's our home page, and we also have quite a lot about our veterans and any additional information you want to know, because we run our honoring our local veterans every year.
it? Yes, you do. And
Yeah.
that's such a wonderful thing that you
Yeah,
do.
we've honored over 260 veterans to date. So if you want to learn about any single one of them, all of them are on here, including all of their plaques. So if you want to know about Alan Bishop, who was actually a cousin of Billy and was killed during the First World War, then you can learn all about him here.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh.
so there you go.
We have a lot of local veterans here.
We have a
And
lot of local.
Billy Bishop not only just honors Billy Bishop Museum.
Yes.
Doesn't just honor Billy Bishop, but you honor all our veterans.
That's correct. We really
Which-
try, and not just airmen either. It's the whole of the Canadian Armed Forces,
Yes.
including the First World War, which was the Canadian Expeditionary Forces, which I always say that word wrong, during tours,
Right.
which this is turning into. I'm talking your ears off. Do you guys have any questions about this room? It's nice, fresh coat of paint.
No, it looks great in
I
here.
love
Yeah.
that. I love what you've done.
Thank you so
It's
much.
so nice.
And the way that we maintain the museum is through our events and fundraising. And we actually have, as I mentioned, our really exciting fundraising coming up. Our biggest one of the year called Fire and Ice. And we have some wonderful sponsors, including DC Tailors.
Yes.
And
I may have left a little surprise for you in the other room.
have you now? That's
Maybe.
exciting. Should we go and check it out?
Yes, you're gonna love it.
Okay, thank you, Lois.
I'm just going to see the room.
Okay, so this is the dining room, and this is where a lot of our games are laid out on game night Thursdays. But let's talk about Fire and Ice.
Yes.
Lois.
Yes.
Yes, the main event.
Oh yeah, it's one of the best events of the year, I
It
have to
is.
say.
Yes, it is.
So much fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
And what's special about Fire and Ice, thanks to your kind sponsorship over the years, is that we hide a bit of ice in, there's 5 purses, and one of them has a bit of ice in it. And you don't know which one, and then there's a live auction, and one of these lucky ladies is walking away with not only a beautiful purse, but also some diamonds.
Right.
Oh.
And this
Yes.
year, you already have diamonds for me?
Yeah, so Creighton, I said, do you have anything for me? And he's like, yes, I want you to give this to Emily today so that we can feature it. So
Yes.
it's first time we've given a Tanzanite, genuine Tanzanite and diamond ring.
Oh my gosh.
That's gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
Yes, set in 14 karat white gold. So one of the purses will hold that, and,
Yes.
and nobody knows, right?
I don't even know. No,
Yeah.
nobody knows.
Did Creighton make that one? Did he
No,
design
he
this
did
one?
not. But if you like it, Diana, we can make you one.
Okay.
I think Diane has her eye on it. That is so fun. Thank you so
Right?
much.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're really fortunate in this community to have such wonderful businesses that support the nonprofits and little places like us. So not only do we have you guys sponsoring this year, we also have Ron Todd and Associates. And the gala itself is being held at the Best Western Inn on the Bay once again. What a beautiful venue. And they're sponsoring the event as well. So it's really going to be a fun night. Yeah.
And the fun thing about it too, I don't know if the viewers know this, but who does the serving that night?
Oh, well, that would be the fire.
Right.
We've got local businessmen, gentlemen, and sometimes the husbands of sponsors that help sponsor us and the ladies that are in attendance. And they are our fire. They're a bit of eye candy to look at. And they serve all the ladies when they come in. And they also model the purses during the auction. You know,
Yes.
just for a little bit of flair.
Yes. No, it's fun. And the tickets are on sale right now, right?
Yes, tickets are on sale right now. There's 8 people per table. So if you have a group of 8, that's perfect. If you have a group of 9, just buy 2 tables, right?
Right?
And it's going to be a really great sit-down meal. It starts at 6 p.m. and it's going to be Saturday, May 6th at the Best Western Inn on the Bay. And it kicks off with a free glass of wine when you arrive with you and your guests.
And what better way? Because that's the day before Mother's Day.
Well, exactly. You can make a weekend of it, really.
yeah.
right.
If you book
Yes.
now, you could probably get a room at the Best Western and have like a whole little weekend with your
Girls' weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's awesome.
Best Western would never be the same.
No.
No, it might not after the ladies are done with it for the whole weekend.
Wow.
It is a lot of fun.
It is a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
It really is.
And lots of great raffle prizes, not just the main auction,
that's
but
right.
yeah.
Absolutely. A lot of good stuff.
Well, thank you so much for having us here again today. It's been great.
It's been lovely to have you. Great to see your smiling faces, but I'm not going to let you go yet. I have something really new and cool to show you upstairs if you want to follow me.
Absolutely.
Okay, come on.
Listen to us.
Absolutely.
I'm going to take the ice.
Yes, don't leave the ice unattended.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the upstairs of the museum, and we have special exhibits up here. And this was Billy Bishop's childhood bedroom. I think we might have a guest in here. Hi there.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Matthias.
Matthias. Well, welcome to Billy Bishop Museum.
Thank you for having me.
What is your favorite part of the museum so far today?
I like the room over there with all the war stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, there's some cool things from Afghanistan in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a really neat thing about this room right now is we're currently building an airplane that is supposed to be the same size as Billy Bishop's 1917 Newport 17.
No.
Yes, it's currently under construction, as you can see, but hopefully it will be done soon, and then you can climb in and pretend to be Billy Bishop.
That's super cool.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same size?
Well, the cockpit is the same size.
okay.
We won't have an entire airplane in here, but just the cockpit for kids and adults alike to get in and see. You know, it actually was a good thing that Billy wasn't the biggest man. He was only 5'6", so that actually came in handy when he was in this little cockpit trying to shoot and, you know, avoid the getting shot down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know he drove the plane and he shot
At the
himself?
same time.
I did not know that. I know that in some other planes you have two people.
Yeah.
One that seems like a big job.
It's a huge job. Yeah, definitely. Anyway, cool. Thanks for visiting the museum today.
problem.
Come back again soon.
I will.
Whereabouts are you from?
I'm from Toronto.
Toronto.
Well, welcome.
We love having
you.
people from
Thank you for
Toronto.
having me.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell your friends.
I will.
Thank you, Matthias. That was really good.
So out here we have our one exhibit about Afghanistan in the master bedroom, and it is on until next spring, and it's all about Afghanistan in the stories and voices of local Afghanistan veterans and one guy who's actually currently serving, but his family lives in Meaford. And then if we go over here, this is my favorite room. It was Billy's younger sister Louise's bedroom, and I also think that your husband might have
It was
rented
my husband's room too back in the day.
So it's got a lot of great light and a nice bay window, and it's also another military exhibit right now about the 75 years since the Second World War. So yeah, lots going on.
Yes. Well, it's definitely changed since last time we were here.
Yes, it has.
Yeah, so if you were here, you know, if a guest was here a few years ago, they have to come back for
They
sure.
have to come back.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, they don't know what they're missing.
Well, exactly.
So thank you so much, Emily.
Well, thank you for coming and highlighting our events. We love having you.
Yes, and
Once
I mean,
again.
all the fundraising, you're pretty much entirely dependent on the fundraising,
Yes,
right?
we
So,
are.
I mean, we need guests to come.
We need guests to come,
Yes.
exactly, to keep the place standing in good condition.
Absolutely. So please come and support Billy Bishop Museum.
Yes.
It's also very dear to my heart as well.
Yeah, he's a
It
great
really is.
figure, and he's Owen Sound's hometown hero, so yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
His
Wow.
great nephew is married to my daughter.
Oh my gosh, really? That's wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely.
How great is that?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know.
Anyway, thank you.
Well,
Well,
thanks.
how do people contact Billy Bishop?
You can find us on our website, which is billybishopmuseum.org, and you can email through the website and explore our events and any exhibits that are going on, including military walking trail that you can do on your own, on your phone, all around Owen Sound. And you can also give me a call at 519-371-0031. Anytime, I'm around.
Perfect. I was thinking
Yeah.
that if anyone from Afghanistan or anyone that might have military memorabilia, can they bring it here?
Yes, they can bring it here. We are actively collecting artifacts that have to do with the First and Second World Wars, as well as stories and artifacts from Afghanistan. So if you are a veteran of Afghanistan, or if you know someone who wants to tell their story, now is a really good time to do it, because I can capture it on film, and also then you can share that with your kids and your kids' kids. I always tell these veterans, like, how wonderful would it have been if you could have listened to your great-great-grandfather
Yes.
talk about the First World War, how important that is. Because sometimes by the time I get objects, the stories are lost. Like
Yes.
the family will have a knife or a photograph or a cat badge, and they'll donate it to me and say it was my grandfather's, but they won't have the stories associated with it, you know?
Right.
My
So-
niece in grade 12, when she was in grade 12, they were talking about the war, and she had a great uncle.
Yeah.
But he was from the States, and they came up for Easter. I think it was Easter weekend. And her project was that she asked him questions and then taped him
Yeah.
in his answers. And it was so emotional for us sitting around the table. What I found really interesting was the fact that how emotional he still was.
Yes.
And at that point, he was in his 80s.
Yeah.
And it was just, what an experience that was.
Exactly, and you don't have to wait until your
Yeah.
80s to share these stories.
Yeah.
I know that it can be difficult, and we have resources that we can share with people who are having a hard time. There's lots of great resources out there, and we have a few really great veterans groups. The Veteran Freedom Riders are a motorcycle group that we work with a lot, and they have been very kind to us. A lot of the artifacts and information in here are because of the connection with them. So yeah, it's just a really nice, homegrown, not a scary thing.
Yeah.
We're a local museum. We want to share our local stories, right?
Absolutely.
I have a quick question about the video that's running in the other room.
Yeah.
Is it available on the website for people to see as well?
Yes, it is under our exhibits. The YouTube link is there, and
Okay.
the whole video is 11 different veterans of Afghanistan being interviewed, and it is 2.5 hours, so it's quite long. It's almost like a documentary. And then each individual interview with the veteran, all 11, which comes to like 24 hours of shot footage. You can watch those if you have a chance to. It's just like a series of interviews.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they have some great insights to share. And I have to say, pretty uplifting. I'm not going to lie. Like, they have a great attitude.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Well, I
a
like
real
the little
pleasure.
snippet that I saw in there.
Yeah.
Very
I know, not
powerful.
everybody can come and sit and watch, but that's why it's so great to have the website and the videos available online.
Absolutely.
You have to come and support Billy Bishop. It is amazing. If you haven't been here, you should be.
Thanks again.
Thank you.